What would you find in the middle of nowhere? Another magnitude. This is mine. This is somebody else's. Wouldn't you know it? Almost identical. We're here in the train station at Columbus. All the memorabilia is in the time era of Pancho Villa. There's lots of memorabilia, lots of tools, trains. Since it is a train station, lots of memorabilia, pictures, Southern Pacific Line. Lots of arrows, bones. That one's pretty cool. This is a donation-only museum, built in 1902. Jars and bottles. Make some tortillas. Oh, waffles. It's not tortillas, it's a waffle press. Nice heater tables. Heater stoves. Oh, this one looks like a gas. It's a gas stove. Wood stove. Mills. How about a radio? Get some music going. ¿Cómo se llamaban estas? Spinning wheel. Competition against us. Lamps. Coffee mills. Estos parecen calentones, ¿no? Sí, tienen el alambre en el spring. That's a heater. Electric coil heater. Ooh, nice little stove. Camera, take a picture. Another camera. Lots of cameras. Ooh, fancy. I don't know who these ladies are, but look at how the glass actually bubbles. Now that is fancy. Saddle up there, cowboy. This is the outside of the museum. It's a depot. The once upon a time railway station. Pretty cool artifacts there. Ooh, nice. Ah, no, se ven las tablas ahí cruzando. Can't get in the caboose. Hey! The caboose is no longer accessible. Rock Island Caboose from 1938. They got crossbars on there, so you can't get in anymore. Big red caboose. We made it to Spring Canyon, but Spring Canyon is a day use only campsite. Day use campsite is right there, but we took a short trip and this is what we found. This used to look like a gravel pit of some kind. You can see beautiful mountains as our backdrop. Parked here on the side of the road. You can see how crooked the car is, but the RV is level. Pretty nice up here. Looks like we're kind of facing west, southwest. The sun should be going down right about that point right there. We'll see how it does. And on the other side of that, over there, is Rock Hound State Park. We're not on the park property. Well, looks like we got a dust storm brewing. Can't see much of the town. It's right there. From time to time, the wind completely stops. See that it's hazy already. Dust storm blowing in. That was our hideout. Sun. From up here you can see the town a little bit better. There it is down there. I'm about as high as the RV, as I can see the roof. Going for a short walk right before sunset. And like I thought, the sun was gonna go down right about at this peak, but it's right between the hills. Not a bad view. Oh, Bigfoot and his wife. Oh no, that's just my shadow. Beautiful. All right, I'm going to read what it says. It says, repaired by the Boundary Commission created by the treaties of 1882 and 1889. Destruction or displacement of this monument is a misdemeanor punishable by the United States or Mexico. There you go. Drove all the way down here just to see that on a dirt road. There you go. They used railroad ties here as a boundary marker. This is what they used here at the boundary marker. Railroad ties. Lots and lots of railroad ties. And no, I'm still in the US. That's the Mexican fence. Now you can probably see that. Let me get away from the wind. Let's see. Mexico to the left, US to the right. Made to another boundary marker. This will be the last one on our trip for today. This boundary marker will, let's see what it says. So apparently this one says the same thing, but this one is a boundary marker. The other one was repaired. This one's a boundary marker. That there's Mexican dirt. It is just downright beautiful out here. You can see for miles and miles and miles. Excuse the wind, I don't have my microphone with me. Just the phone. That there's Mexico. That's the Mexican hills right there. That's still beautiful. The road here wasn't bad at all because they use them things there. Pull around, make it smooth every once in a while. That is an excellent idea, not having to bring a tractor all the time. We found some turkeys. A whole bunch of them. Beautiful. Scotia Canyon. Let's go check it out. Here it is, Scotia Canyon. Here you go, the whole Coronado National Forest and National Memorial. This white spot down here, that's the memorial. This orange stripe here is the Arizona Trail. Fort Machuca is all these little spots. All these little spots here. Fort Machuca. And Mexico is way down here. That's Mexico. So there you go. And this is the route to the Arizona Trail. All right, let's get going. Good morning. This is day 2 of a 4-night stay. So far, so good. We haven't had much problems at this location. A couple of minor issues that I've showed here with a leak, but the leak didn't come back. And I was asked about my Starlink yesterday. Well, my Starlink sits right up on top of my ladder, right there, and it's mounted on a ram ball. See, so you can see how it's mounted up there. And they asked me if it's worth it. Well, Starlink is worth it. I would recommend Starlink. I'm paying $165 a month because I use it quite a bit. Doing these YouTube videos take up a lot of data. So 50 gigabytes is pretty good if you're not doing any YouTube. But when you're doing YouTube, you need a lot of data, especially loading and unloading photos and videos. So I recommend it. The mount is up to you. The RAM was the easiest for me because I can put it just about anywhere. I don't like to put cable on the floor. As you can see, this cable is on the floor. It runs on the floor because it's solar powered. But this one runs off of my 120 that's inside my TV compartment, and I put these little clips on the RV that stay on the RV. They're translucent. I can't say it's transparent because the dirt gets into it and it becomes translucent. Then I make a little knot at the end over here to keep it nice and taut. That way it's not hanging and critters won't try to eat it. And then I put up all my extra cable right here on an easy bungee cord. And then just run it up, and there it is. So that's so far what we got for this morning. From Lake View to the parking lot to here, it was about 1 mile. So we've already traveled 1 mile. Looks like people use this for campsites, which is not allowed. But overall it's fairly clean. Only 1 can of Coke that I'll pick up and put it in my bag for trash. I was told that they stock this lake 3 or 4 times. I talked to some fishermen 2 or 3 times, and they say there is no fish. But there's ducks. Nice lake. Monster lizard. How about enjoying a nice fire on a nice cool day or night? Day? Night. Well, let's see. Look like we are getting sunset. Look at that moon. Moon. Sunset's coming to an end. Beautiful. That's the lights on the RV. Well, today was a pretty wild day. We were sitting here enjoying the afternoon when I kept hearing noise over here to my left, which is the entrance to the park. And I noticed that they were bringing down boards, or something was going on over here to my left. There was a truck with a camper parked on the road. I thought they were setting up camp, but they were just making too much noise. We decided to go out for a walk, me and the wife, and we passed by the camper, and you know what? The camper got stuck on one of the poles to control traffic. He ran over the pole with his camper and was stuck. And I helped him decipher how to get that pole out. Good to know some of these videos from Matt Off-Road and from Trailmater. We get to see them quite often, and I use their ideas, and we pulled that trailer right out pretty easy with two trucks, one hitched to the trailer and one hitched to the back wheel, pulling on the back wheel to pull the trailer sideways. And then over here to my right, we had a car that wouldn't start anymore, and we were told by the lady passing by that the car didn't want to start anymore, and she was trying to get somebody to come and help her. Well, I thought they had already had a solution, but apparently not. When we came back from the walk, they were still there, and they didn't look like they were very worried. They were just sitting and relaxing. So I went to go see what I could do to help them out. Well, I asked the guy what he thought was wrong with his car, and he said he was checking the oil on his car and he broke a wire off of a connector. Well, when I looked at the connector, it had a bad solder. The solder was dirty. It had corrosion on it. So I asked him if he could take that off, and I would sand it down and we would put it all back together and solder it. And when we finished doing that, we tested the car. I also have a scanning tool, and nothing came up. And so we knew that wasn't the problem. So I asked them, you know what, let's see if there's a blown fuse because of that connector that you broke. And sure enough, emission system fuse was blown, a 20 amp fuse. Replaced the fuse and the car started right up. And they left. They left about an hour ago. And so right before sunset, I told them that they should just go ahead and stay for the night, relax, but the lady was so stressed out from all day, uh, they decided to go ahead and leave. Well, as they were getting ready to leave, she got a hook stuck on her finger, and she was complaining quite loud about it. So I went over there to see what it was, and she had the hook just past the tip of the hook, which it wouldn't come out on its own. So I took some needle nose, and the man held her hand, and we took it out, and I did first aid on her hand, put alcohol, antiseptic, and a band-aid, and she was all happy and ready to go. So they left. Then I took another walk back towards the entrance where the trailer was stuck, and I noticed a black square on the ground, and it was a Kindle tablet. And so I went and I asked Jonathan, the owner of the RV that was stuck, if he owned a Kindle, and he said he sure did. And I said, well, I have a Kindle in my hand, that's probably yours. And he said, in that case, I probably did own a Kindle. So I went back and I gave him his Kindle, and he was happy to see that I brought him his Kindle as well. And had 2 happy customers, and I hope you enjoyed that conversation. That was a 5-minute conversation I just had with you. Have a good day and enjoy the rest of our trip. Taking a short hike to the lake, yes sir. Some of the stuff the people left behind. I made it to the lake. As expected, nobody's here. There was only one truck up there, and we didn't see anybody up there. We're gonna come and sit over here next to this shade off of this tree. This trail's not too bad. Let's go check out the place we're gonna sit and relax. Right down this little steep incline here. Yeah. Nice place to come and sit down. Enjoy the views of the lake. There's somebody fishing over there. There he goes. Somebody at the other side in a yellow and a green canoe. We got another one over here. sir. That's life right there. Taking it easy on the lake. This is definitely a lake in the middle of nowhere. This lake has a trail all the way around, and they claim to have it at about 5 miles. We only do about a mile at a time. Sit down, relax, take a snack or water, and then just keep going and see what else we can find on the way. Returning from our walk, about an hour and a half worth of walking, arriving to Lakeview Campground. Let's go. Fee required in this area. The camp host lives here. He is the best camp host I've ever seen. This guy paints the rocks. I'm going to show you his fancy artwork. How about this? He's lit all the way around. That belongs to the government. He makes all of these rocks. Well, he doesn't make the rock, he paints the rock. And he's always around, enjoying the drive with his doggies. Let me show you this one here. This one's pretty cool too. So it's $20 or $10 with the passport. I'd say it's a very good deal. Our new friend Jonathan, which is over there, he's the one that hit the pole right there where the tree's at. Helped him recover. Very nice fella. Well, we came to Jones Canyon, which is just on the other side of that ridge right there. And so this is the second road up. We came down one road that's on the other side of that ridge, and we followed it and went all the way around and down, and now we're coming back up. And this is what we found. A big water tank with a small swimming pool there. Go check this out, see what it is. There's tire tracks and poop. Lots of cow poop, but lots of tire tracks too. You can see the tire tracks on there. I'll speed this up a little bit. There you go. Oh, we made it. It doesn't look fresh water, but it is water. I'm sure all kind of animals come up here to drink, knowing that there's a water here. Lots of grass. Might be a little yellow. We found the windmill. Windmill is now powered by solar. Looks like it's got a generator backup. Coming in for a landing. And here we are. Lakeview Estates are just on the other side of that tree. That's where we're camping. But this would be a nice place to camp too. There's 2 fire rings in this spot right here where we are. There's one right there, right in front of my wife, and in front of that tree, there's another one. But look at that view. That is worth $1 million. That is one 360 view right there. Sitting right on top of the mountain. Or on top of the hill. Make it that way. That one's a little bit taller, and that one's taller too. But this is Coronado National Park. Beautiful out here. Best place to be in the world. Take it easy. Hiking up the Arizona Trail. Oh, look at there. Water jugs. Some are empty. That one's got water. It's full. Rabies outbreak area. Don't pet the rats. For in case you don't know, that's 14 plus 21. 35 miles of trail. Which way should I go? Let's see. It says I'm right here and I'm camped right there. Guess I'll just go to the campground. Wow, 800 miles. That's a long ways. All right, let's go. I don't think so. And that there is the trail start as a camp parking spots. About six or seven of them. And that's us. I'm parked right in front of the trail. You can see the trail goes that way. Goes up into those mountains over there. And that's the immigration right about there. Let's see if I can zoom into that. Can't quite see it, but there's an antenna right there. What a relaxing sound idea. Camping and having a fire pit full of flame. Beautiful, relaxing.